It's been a great day for shows here. Very proud and honored to have a show like this to where I can really kind of give back to help promote businesses, to help a destination area. So as we get into other segments, be sure to go to Facebook, Mountain Fun Life, like their page, and you can see the variety of different shows we have, as well as the ones that are going to be coming up the pipeline here. Get Married in the Smokies is your show, so if you'd like to be a part of it, please reach out to me. If you think you know someone who should be on it, reach out to me or Mountain Fun Life, either way, and I'd love to have you on the program. So let's roll that intro and get into another segment. Smoky Mountain Sounds is proud to be a community sponsor of Get Married in the Smokies. Smoky Mountain Sounds is your one-stop resource for your wedding needs here in the Great Smoky Mountains of Tennessee. You can check us out on the internet, SmokyMountainSounds.com, or on Facebook, Smoky Mountain Sounds. Smoky Mountain Sounds is a proud community sponsor of Get Married in the Smokies. Welcome to the DDX Studios here in Pigeon Forge. Get Married in the Smokies. And if you're looking for something to do, Sevier County Fair is just right around the corner. The fair starts August 28th and goes through September 3rd. The intake is August 16th. And if you'd like more information about the fair, the exhibitors, exhibits, and all that's going to be going on, you can go to SevierCountyFair.org. Also, I don't know about you, but from time to time, I'd like to actually get more active and get my dance on. So starting on this area, we've got Salsa Knox. Latin Dance is coming to the area. They're going to be doing Latin Dance every Tuesday from 7 to 8 p.m. at the My People Activity Center. For more information, go to their website at salsaknox.com. And here's a little commercial about them.
Guys, I'm Waldo Solano, so you want to continue or come to try for the first time with the salsa class here in Sevierville, I can see you next week. So it will be every Tuesday, 7 to 8, all right? If you want to sign out, you can go to my website, salsaknox.com. And this is where you can look when you hit. You learned class today. One you don't know yet.
It is my honor today for this segment of Get Married in the Smokies, Al Harris from Mile Marker Images.
Hey.
Hello there.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome, welcome. So, educate me a little bit. Mile Marker, what was the concept of that name?
I stole the mile marker post when I was a kid and got in trouble for it, and pled with a judge and asked him for leniency that I would someday do something great with it. That was a long time ago. Then when I began to become a professional photographer, I struggled with a name, and a buddy of mine goes, "Hey, what about Mile Marker Images? You told that judge." It was a friend that was with me at the time.
Okay.
And I say, you know what? That's what we're going to do.
That's what we're going to do.
And then the notion that photographs are kind of the mile markers of your memory.
Yeah.
It all sort of kind of works.
In, yeah.
And especially with wedding photography, it's an important moment in your life.
Very
and
important.
The mile marker, again, that notion.
And when did you get started in the business?
I began to become a full-time wedding photographer in 2012-ish, 13-ish, but I began my professional photography career in 2009.
Okay.
But I transitioned to weddings about the time I got married. I became more sappy about it.
Sure.
And it became more important.
That makes sense. So, we can say that this is an ever-growing industry. There are twice as many wedding professionals now as there have ever been.
Yes.
And so it gets very hard to differentiate us from our competition.
Yeah.
What are some things that are unique about Mile Marker Images?
The first thing is me. And while we
That's
can...
a good point.
Yeah, we can look at other photographer styles.
Yeah.
And there are people who I want to be like, that I look at their finished products. But the way that I interact with my clients, my high energy level on wedding day, my really get after it as hard as I can to make sure I get the shots that I want. I tell my clients up front, I am high energy. I am going to be type A all the way through the roof. And if that's not good for you on wedding day, you probably shouldn't hire me. And I've had people go, oh yeah, you're right. And they think about it, and I want them to find a wedding photographer that fits their style.
Sure.
Not just the style of images they want, but who they are as a person. And so I like to have fun. I like to have cut up. When things get tense, I'll look for a humorous moment or a humorous exit to lighten the mood. Things like that. I tend to be a little bit obnoxious sometimes. And that can be good and bad. Mostly it's turned out to be really, really good. Most of my clients really appreciate it.
And someone who has worked with Al on a couple occasions can say, number one, the passion he has for the job, the seriousness he has for it, and I mean that in a way as to when he's there to work, he's there to capture what he's to do, but at the same point, he is what I do call a team player.
Yeah.
And that's something that, being in this business for as long as I have, it's very appreciative to have that.
Well, when you're on site at a wedding, it's a stressful day for a lot of people.
Sure it is.
And those of us that are seasoned professionals, we know inevitably something's going to come up. I had a recent wedding where the caterer actually got lost. And this was in Middle Tennessee, and it was a private family residence, and it wasn't a known address. And the wedding planner said to me, the caterer's lost. How do I help? I don't know, how can you help? And I'm like, how about I take the whole wedding party and go to the other end of the property until the caterer arrives and you text me? She said, great. And that way the bride and the groom, the family, nobody knew that the caterer was late. Late, you know, and so you help each other out in those moments. And at the end of the day, man, the planner just gave me the biggest hug. The catering lady came over and she was like, just couldn't say enough nice things. I'm like, yeah, you do it for me.
Yeah.
And that's the way it works. We would all do something wonderful for each other on wedding day. And there's enough stress without adding to it.
There's certainly.
We also, one of the things, the girl that works for me, her name is Savannah, and she's my right hand most of the time. And we have a thing when we get out of the car on wedding day. Remember, don't give any stress, only take stress.
Right.
And we actually say it out loud.
Well, and you've hit it on the head. I mean, this is a very stressful business, okay? And we do not know what situations we're going to come across. I mean, last night, the reception I had, I was right here in Sevierville. Thunder. Right before the ceremony.
Did you lose power?
No.
Oh,
no,
you
thank
have
God.
a power surge?
Yeah, no, but everyone's freaking out, and I said the planner said, let's go on as planned. Now, I got a tent for my setup just in case. We got through everything, pictures, and nothing happened, but there for a little bit it looked like it was going to threaten. Once I knew everything was safe, I took it down. Photographer came over and said, I'm so glad you did that, because I thought those were going to be in pictures all night. I said, no, that was strictly for precaution.
Yeah.
But we had to work together to know that you had to have a plan. And the thing is, there's no school for saying, oh, well, if this situation comes up.
Right.
It's just experience.
Yep.
But it's knowing that when you come there that day, that you are there and you're going to do what you do, the best of your capabilities, but also how can you pitch a hand to help things.
That's right. It's I say it, teamwork makes a dream work. And the couples we work with, I'm sure they're like yours, they picked us mostly because of us, because of who we are as people. They like our products and they like our services and they like our reviews online and all that stuff is good, but they connect with us, and we have to, I take it as a personal responsibility. I have to be there for them on wedding day, not just in the capacity of an amazing photographer, that goes without saying, but also as someone who's been around a wedding, so that when, you know, a little boy loses the buckle on his bow tie, how are we going to make it stick? Go in that office, get that stapler, we're just going to staple it. Oh, I would never thought about that. Yeah. So like you do things, you know,
exactly.
And you have to be ready for all that, and you learn something new at every wedding.
Now, being around the business for as long as you have, I mean, there's, of course, changes, you know, in photography.
Yeah.
What are some things that you have done that's kind of embraced where photography's at? Of like when a couple comes to you and go, I like your work, you know, how do you stay relevant?
Couple things. I've subscribed to a thing called the Wedding Report, and I think every wedding professional should. And we look at those trends that are in there. One of the things I do is I know that the barn wedding is always going to be a staple in East Tennessee.
Yes,
but it's
absolutely.
becoming more fancy barns that have an air conditioning unit, barns that have good rooms for the bride and groom to get prepared in. Churches are making a comeback, and so I look for opportunities to do church weddings. Since I know they're making a comeback, I need to have those photographs of church weddings on hand for the future brides that come around. Churches are also having a reception site different from the wedding site.
Yes.
Where we have a little bit of travel time. That's making a comeback, and being able to talk about why that's beneficial. I love it because I get to sit in my car for 15 minutes and this time of year and get air conditioning for a minute.
That's a plus.
But yeah, so there are different small trends. Also, there's starting to be a trend to go back to film photography, and people will ask me, do you do it? I don't. Why not? I don't have total control over the film. It has to be sent someplace. I don't have in-house ability, and I don't like losing that control, because if I send a roll of film out and it gets lost in the mail, where am I then?
Right.
So that's when we can come up with some better protocols and understand it. I used to shoot film. I love film. I love what it provides. And so I know that that's a trend that's coming back that I'll have to.
And that makes sense. I mean, because it's all about the packaging of knowing that you're there from start to finish.
Yeah.
So I get that. So if someone is looking for your service, your uniqueness, how do they get a hold of you?
milemarkerimages.com is my website. I am on Wedding Wire. I am on The Knot. I am all over Facebook, Instagram. I might be one of 7 men that have a full-blown Pinterest account that I use thoroughly. And Google Plus is also very helpful. Yeah.
I laughed, but that's very important in today's business. Believe me, it is.
Yeah.
So, well, I thank you for coming on the show. It means a lot. And
man, I appreciate the opportunity. It's good to see you again. It's good to hang out. I love doing stuff like this.
Well, it's a pleasure. And if you're looking for photography with a passion, if you're looking for that uniqueness, Mile Marker Images with Al Harris.
Thank you.
Uniqueness, Smoky Mountains, looking for things to do. How about a biplane ride? Check out Sky High Air Tours with Mark Hightower as we check out Get Married in the Smokies. We'll be seeing you soon.
Flying higher and higher and higher.
Well, I've developed what is probably the world's worst business plan. It's not about making money. It's about taking people flying. That's my real goal. I got to make money to keep the airplane flying, but you don't own an airplane like this. An airplane like this, you're a caretaker. It's been around for 90 years, and I hope it's around for another 90 years after I'm gone. So I just got it for a period of time, and during that period of time, like I said, I'd like to just take as many people flying and share the experience of being in an open cockpit with as many people as I can. So come out and go flying with us.
Absolutely, come out and go flying. This is a great experience. You need to bring your kids to do this. You need to bring your parents to do this. You just won't have a better adventure on a Saturday afternoon.
I always appreciate a second pair of eyes. Boy, do we pick a beautiful day to go flying. I love all them white fluffy clouds.
It is an absolutely gorgeous day. Thank you for taking us up, Mark.
Oh, you're welcome.
Flying higher and higher and higher.
Smoky Mountain Sounds is proud to be a community sponsor of Get Married in the Smokies. Smoky Mountain Sounds is your one-stop resource for your wedding needs here in the Great Smoky Mountains of Tennessee. You can check us out on the internet, SmokyMountainSounds.com, or on Facebook, Smoky Mountain Sounds. Smoky Mountain Sounds is a proud community sponsor of Get Married in the Smokies.